Hello and welcome to the video. A bonus midweek video this week as I'm having a little bit of a dispute with Norwegian cruise lines and I'd really value your opinion. As background, I booked a cruise for myself and my mother last July for a cruise that departs this April. When we booked, infections were falling, international travel was opening up and things were looking sort of okay, so we decided to take a risk and make a booking. Our gamble didn't pay off though, and on the 19th of January this year the cruise was cancelled. Not a shock, not a massive catastrophe by any means, but obviously a bit of a disappointment. We'd booked with Norwegian Cruise Lines at a time when the deposit required was very low, and to give Norwegian credit they have returned that deposit to us in cash rather than tying it up in a future credit. In that cancellation letter we also received a rebooking incentive, and that's where the problem has arisen. That letter is included in full in the description below, but I will bring up highlights of it as we go through. There are 3 paragraphs in this rebooking incentive. Paragraph 1 offers 10% discount in conjunction with any available offers. Pretty good. Paragraph 2 offers a further 30% discount if you book before February the 11th. Great! Paragraph 3 then offers to add additional amenities to your cruise for no charge. But again, you must book before February the 11th. So paragraph 2 follows paragraph 1 and talks about an additional 30%. So my interpretation of that is that this discount applies to wherever you end up at the end of paragraph 1. After all, it says in addition, and paragraph 2 follows paragraph 1. On receiving this letter, I called Norwegian to confirm that I was reading it correctly. The worst thing that could have happened was to get all excited about booking a cruise only to have it snatched away from us because they're interpreting this letter differently to how we were. And the person I spoke to agreed that my interpretation was correct. They also agreed that it seemed quite a generous offer. I'll come back to that call later. So we did our research and found a cruise that we wanted to book and called up to book it. A week had passed since I made that first call, in which time the contents of this letter had been embedded into Norwegian's customer service scripts. But, surprise, surprise, the agents had been trained to interpret it differently to how we had it confirmed, without actually having access to the physical letter itself, I might add. The interpretation being applied is that the 30% discount mentioned in paragraph 2 is to be applied to the full fare, not to a promotional fare. But there's already a 30% discount to the full fare being offered to everyone. So the promotional retention offer that we received in this letter is therefore valueless, which is illogical and would be a fairly dumb thing for Norwegian to do because it is just going to irritate the customers that they are trying very hard to retain and compensate. And I just can't see how the wording of the letter supports this interpretation. If in the letter paragraph 2 had appeared ahead of paragraph 1, then I could see that it might make sense. But paragraph 2 clearly followed paragraph 1 and uses the words in addition. So I've spoken to a number of people and also been emailing to their customer service team, and all I am getting is the same company line parroted back to me without explanation and without apology. Amusingly, they say they have reviewed the original call I made when the agent I spoke to confirmed my understanding, and they disagree that that is what she actually said. But they will not allow me access to the recording to confirm this. Someone in Miami's privacy team is looking at whether a transcript of that call can be made available to me. It is all very, very silly. At this point, I'm not that interested in giving Norwegian any of my money because I think they have handled this very badly. But the customer support team online have been very abrupt and unhelpful without a whiff of an apology. The cynic in me thinks they are trying to stall all of this until February the 11th has passed, at which time they believe this will all be moot. It wouldn't be the first time that a marketing team has interpreted a promotion differently to how the operational team would like to execute it. And as Norwegian Cruise Lines is a very large organisation, I have not succeeded in penetrating that organisation deeply enough to reach somebody who can critically think for themselves and potentially have the discretion to actually act. But I would love your opinion. Is my reading of this letter reasonable? Do you think Norwegian Cruise Line is backtracking and stalling because they've made a big mistake here? Have you got any experience of Norwegian's customer service? Is this normal for them, or am I being just fobbed off? Or am I barking up the wrong tree completely? So thanks for listening, and I'll keep you posted. The discount, as I interpret it, is very generous, and I can certainly see how Norwegian is not keen to honour it. It is in fact so generous that, notwithstanding my displeasure with Norwegian, I would be sorely tempted to book it if we could agree that my interpretation was correct. It's a great cruise, and it would make for some great content if I was able to go on it. So thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below with your view. I would love to hear from all of you. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and indeed if you didn't, because it will help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And as always, if you are new, please subscribe. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.